Two big stories there to talk about with Republican Congressman Mike Waltz of Florida. Thanks so much for joining us, Congressman. So I guess let's start with the House Judiciary Committee in New York City today. Republicans being very critical of the Manhattan District Attorney, Alvin Bragg, depicting him as soft on crime. Lots of people testifying about their experiences as victims or their family members' victims. Democrats are calling it a political stunt, and they say it's being undertaken to slam Bragg because he's prosecuting Donald Trump and not these other criminals. What's your take on it all?
Well, Jake, I think there's a bigger story here in that crime is at crisis levels across our inner cities, including New York, but Chicago, L.A. I mean, we could go down the list. And I think it is often, well, look, at the end of the day, to hear the actual stories from these victims who themselves are the victims, not the criminal, and to hear time and time again that the perpetrators of these violent crimes on their relatives were not prosecuted or were basically slapped on the wrist is something certainly, I think, worthy of the Judiciary Committee highlighting.
I take your point, and it is horrible what's happening nationwide, although the statistics differ here and there. I mean, for example, you represent Florida's 6th congressional district. It's between Jacksonville and Orlando. Mm-hmm. Both of them have higher homicide rates than New York City. That's according to an analysis from the conservative organization WirePoints. New York City statistically is one of the safest big cities in the country in terms of murder. And that's why I think this focus on New York might look political to some observers as opposed to actually being concerned about victims of crime, because they can be found anywhere, really.
Yeah, well, but Jake, I mean, you could take that one statistic, but when you look at carjackings, when you look at robberies, when you look at the amount of assaults, for example, on subway stations, I mean, crime is up, and crime's up in cities all over the country, including in Florida. And you have to look, you know, for example, you just mentioned Orlando. That's largely a Democrat-run city and county. So I think it's taking a broader perspective on, you know, looking at these policies, and is it the policies that are leading to these bad results? And if they are, then we need to change the policy. And we would certainly want to highlight to our voters that if people don't change the policy and you continue to get these bad results, vote them out of office. Let's make change. But look, I mean, we could look at D.C., where the president just signed a bill passed out of the Republican House that walked back massive reductions in all kinds of crimes. I mean, the president even agreed with Republicans on that was going way too far. And we're seeing that in city after city after city. We're seeing DAs get recalled in places, district attorneys get recalled in places like San Francisco because they've gone too far.
Yeah, I mean, for the record, the Democratic mayor of D.C. also sided with House Republicans on that because of mainly, I think, because of a lot of reasons, but one of them was punishment for carjacking was proposed to go down. But
which is up by double digits in the nation's own capital.
Yeah, it's horrible. Let's talk about the